What's going on, people? VA3EWB here. Let's get this all going because the net's going to start in 3 minutes. So I'm just getting everything set up here. I think I hope I went to my webpage there. But welcome to On the Air with VA3EWB for our AllStar EchoLink net. Yep. So it is broadcasting. So let me get the camera turned around. I think we should be good now. All right. Excuse me. Whoa. All right, let's get this going here. Get this named up. Got 2 minutes. The 2-minute warning. Two-minute warning, people. Let's get it going. Gonna share this on a couple places, and I think I'll have time to share it in a couple places, and then we can rock and roll. Copy the link there. All right, we're just getting set up. There is a site that I know we can go to there. If you're joining, why don't you come and join us. And come join the party here. I'm going to share this in another place. There's one place for EchoLink and AllStar Net that you can share. That's where they want you to do it. EchoLink Nets and Help. Here we go, right here. EchoLink Nets and Help. Okay, it's 8 o'clock, so let's get started here. I think I'm going to go to VA3PGC, though, and do the net off of that. That's what I think I'm going to do. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor VA3EWB. We are starting our net tonight. This is the AllStar EchoLink net. I'm just going to do a sound check before we get started. I see that we have a couple of people out there. VA3JPX, you're the first one in there. How's my audio before we get started? Over.
Hey, Ernest, the audio is perfect. VA3JPX.
Okay, thanks for that. So we're going to get started here. This might be a short net. I have my doubts when it's the long weekends, but you and I are here, so that's still good. It's 8:01. We're getting started here with the On the Air with VA3EWB Echo and AllStar net every Friday at 8. I do have a couple of repeaters that are on. That's Victor Echo 1 DXW. There's another repeater out there, VA3PGC. I know there's I said V1DXW, but that's not one of the repeaters. I think that's actually a person. But there's another repeater out there too from BC. Anyway, we're going to get started tonight. A person was over today at my house. The XYL is having a lot of ladies over, and they cornered me and had me go and get some skincare stuff done and wash my face and all that stuff. So I'm glad I'm being rescued here. Okay, what's going to be the topic? I don't know. I'm probably going to just ask some of you guys. But we'll start with, we have a long weekend here in Canada. So we're just going to go around and it may be just you and I, James, but we're going to talk about what we're doing for the long weekend. And if you guys are going to be working anytime after that. So I'll start with you, James, VA3JPX. And the topic is, what are you doing for the long weekend? Over.
All right, Ernest and everybody who might be just joining. This is VA3JPX, James from Ottawa. Nothing planned. It's just a regular weekend for us. My wife is off on Monday, and of course I'm off on Monday. But I think we're just gonna, just do our regular weekend stuff and hopefully play some HF. And I was surprised when I got into the shack this morning that I saw you live, and I'm like, what? You're not doing POTA at like 7:15 in the morning or 7:30? And that's surprising. So I hung out with you there and sipped my first coffee. So that was a lot of fun. And yeah, nice short walk to your office, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll pass it back to you, and hopefully we've got some more that have joined us. This is VA3JPS.
VA3JPX in the group. VA3EWV returning. Yeah. So for those that are joining, I see some more call signs here. We have VE1DXW in there. We have K6COB in there as well. And we may have some people on the VE3PGC repeater. We'll get to you guys in a minute. The topic is what you're doing on the long weekend. But I know Miss Carolyn is in California, so I don't know if they even have a long weekend this weekend, but they may have something. And we shall see about that. So before I go into the next person, James was talking about me out before work. I just started doing HF, and I was scared. A lot of people know, like Miss Carolyn and James, you guys know, I started HF doing FT8. And then I got my feet wet with little parks on the air and built up some confidence on HF and getting to understand a whole different language. Because believe it or not, talking on AllStar and EchoLink, nobody's asking what your signal report is, right? So that's that. Nobody's asking for that. So it's a whole different language, and you hear different stuff out. Haven't done any DXing yet, because that's another whole different language. So, baby steps. So the reason he saw me, let me pause too before we go on any further. Let me just pause for a second.
Here, these are chocolate nuts.
Okay, thank you so much. That's my grandson in there. So the reason I was out is tomorrow's the last day of the month. I just found out that the RAC, the Radio Amateurs of Canada, they have a little thing going on. I wouldn't say it's a contest, but they're trying to encourage people to go out and do mobile operations. And POTA counts, but you can go anywhere as long as it's outside and do that. So I had just found out about it in the month of August. I started telling a lot of people, and then the more people started doing it. And I was probably top 8, 9, 10 or something like that. Then I saw I was at 5th. But I know that people are going to start uploading their stuff at the end of the month. So since I know we had guests over tonight, I went out early in the morning, and you get more points if you do it in the morning. So that's why you saw me across the street from work. It worked out pretty good. 2 hours, so I was able to go get breakfast, drink a coffee, and be to work at 9 o'clock. So there you go. We'll pause there, and then we'll take other people. Oh yeah, okay. All right, so we just paused for the calls. We're gonna take up Miss Carolyn now, K6COB over in California. Come on in, Miss Carolyn.
K6COB here, Carolyn in Los Angeles. Sorry I can't talk. I'm not feeling too well today, but yeah, we have a Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
It's a long weekend for us here in United States as well. And just wish you well. I'm going to be off, but I'm not feeling too well.
Well, Miss Carolyn, I'm glad you came in there and at least put your bean in the pot there. We do hope you feel better, and I hope you feel better by tomorrow. If you're not, I hope you can get a backup because Miss Carolyn does her own net there on EchoLink. Everyone, you'll see the post on my website for sure. It's the old Mike net. They've been around for a long time. They're a really good group there. And things kick off for them at 9:30, I think, their time in California, which is 12:30 our time here. So hopefully you'll up and at them, or you got somebody that'll back you up. I did put an email out myself because I participate in a club here in Cornwall, and I've been doing the net for a long time. And I was like, well, let me pass the mic to somebody. So I actually put an email out this evening, looking for people to volunteer to do the net for September. So, Miss Carolyn, we hope you feel better there and get rested up. We're going to break with you now, and we're going to go down to see if anybody's on VE3PGC. So this is a call for anyone on VE3PGC that's in the night. Please come now. Okay, nothing heard on that repeater. Our next person that we have, or our next one that I see on my side, is Victor Echo 1 DXW. V1 DXW, come on in. It should be Devin.
V3WV1DXW. Thanks, Ernest. Not doing too much this weekend. Gonna watch some wrestling tomorrow and probably some ball games. Other than that, I got really nothing planned. Might play around with the radio sometime this weekend, but it's about it.
Devin, thanks for coming in there. Also, thanks for getting that radio dusted off. I hadn't heard you on the air or seen you on Facebook for a while, so I had wondered what was going on. So I really liked it when I saw those pictures popping up of you popping back in there and getting the reels turning there. I saw you do a little bit of FT8 and stuff like that. So it's good to have you out there. Saw you out there with the pup. That was good too. And I know when I was asking all my employees at work today, I have a lot of reports under me there. And I was like, what are you guys doing for the weekend? And these are young folks in their 20s, late 20s. I don't even know if I have any in their 30s or 40s. But I had about 20 there today. And I said, what are you guys doing the weekend, one by one? Resting was the number one answer. Sleeping was the number two answer. I thought those are both the same, but they are different. So resting, sleeping, and I'm like, are you guys going anywhere? Since we live in Ottawa, a lot of the young folk, they either go to Toronto or they go to Montreal. And gas is way down. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I filled up today. I have CIBC and I do Journey. The gas was $1.49 a liter. You get 3 cents off for CIBC. You get 3 cents off for Journey. So that was $1.43 a liter. Hadn't seen those prices since COVID. So I was pretty excited about that. But yeah, to me, well, this weekend, Saturday for sure, I'm going to be getting some parks on the area to see if I can't hold in the top 5 there. I didn't know it was a contest. Parks on the air is not a contest thing. But if you're out there, I might as well get my points put in for the rack thing. So that's what I'll be doing probably in the morning or in the evening. I don't know which one yet, but it depends on the weather. Okay, I've gotten at the bottom of the list. Miss Carolyn had to go there. If there's anybody else that's out there that want to come in and say hi, please come on in.
Gas is $1.62 a liter here in Nova Scotia.
Okay, so has it gone down there? It's $1.62. I know this started going down, dropping. I think this week actually. It's dropped almost. I don't want to say 20 cents because I would be lying. I know I get gas 3 times a week, and I know I was paying upwards of $1.60 something last week, and that's $1.40 something now. So that's like 20 cents off the cover charge. So that's pretty good. how much of a drop have you seen over there in Nova Scotia?
We dropped about 10 cents within the last week or two,
Wow.
roughly.
Well, all I can say is that's a big blessing. I'm loving it. I wish I had some big barrels. I'm talking about ground barrels to store it at $1.40 a liter, 43 cents a liter. Okay, we're going to be wrapping it up. This is a long weekend. I know a lot of people. I know school's starting soon, so some people probably out. And I live right on the 138, and if I didn't see one RV, I didn't see none at all. There had to be dozens of RVs passing my house just since I've been here at. I got home around 6:30, and even when I filled up at the Ultramar, there was like 4 RVs. I don't know if they're traveling together or whatever, but they're all filling up too. So I know when we had our RV, it was really good in traveling because the gas was really way down during COVID. But the moment it started climbing up, that's when we stopped driving it, and eventually we sold it because it was just too expensive to operate because we don't have a truck. So we're putting it with an SUV there. Okay, well, that's enough of that, me rambling on there. Let's go ahead and take our finals. We do have VA3 JPX out there and VE1 DXW. So VA3 JPX, thank you for always being out there too, by the way. And I had super fun on the Trans-Canada Net on Sunday there. We'll send it over to you for finals.
You handled it really well for your first time, so that's something to be proud about, I think. And hopefully we'll catch you this weekend. I don't know if you're going to be playing radio. I think you said you might be doing a photo activation. I'm not sure, but I'll be in the shack this weekend, so I'll probably be doing some FTAs, and hopefully the conditions will be decent enough that I can play some sideband voice. And I know, the arguments, well, the bands are never dead. It's just two people aren't on the same frequency at the same time. Oh, yes. That argument can be had. Depends on who you talk to. Anyway, so hopefully the bands will be active this weekend, and we'll some voice contacts. Thanks, Ernest. We'll catch you next weekend. VA3 EWV on the net from the VA3 JPX. Ciao for now.
VA3 JPX, VA3 EWV returning. Whew. Excuse me, I had to sneeze there. I've never heard that. You literally made me laugh out loud. That was a good one. But yeah, you said the bands aren't dead. It's just two people aren't on there at the same time. But that might not be true too, because I know I've been able to sit here at my house. I just answered my own question. That's why, not my question. I was going to say something, but I've just corrected myself. I have a little sheet here that tells me all the bands that we are able to talk on. It tells me notes, for example, 160 meters, it says good in winter and for tropical listening. So that doesn't say morning. So 40 meters, it says here, a very popular daytime and night. So 40, and that's lower sideband too. So you're right, probably not two people at the same time. But I have been out there on some things, and I've talked to people here locally when I was first getting on HF, right? Because I was testing it. Remember, I used to have the HF testing days, and I was able to get Devin in Nova Scotia one night. A couple of guys around Ottawa, around Cornwall, we're all talking. So I guess you're right there. But anyway, James, thank you so much. And yes, I'll be out there listening to Miss Carolyn's net tomorrow. I'll be out there doing POTA. I think I'll do it in the evening or whatever the weather says. If it says it's going to rain in the morning, I'll do it in the evening. If it says it's going to rain in the evening, I'll do it in the morning and try to keep it in the top 5 there. And then Sunday it'll be the Trans-Canada Net, and then at night the Procom Net, and that'll be it. Then I'll have Monday and Tuesday off. I took an extra day off. Anyway, James, thanks for always being out there, and we'll let you go on that one. And now we'll go over to Devin, VE1 DXW for your finals. Devin, come on in.
half-ton truck. Chev half-ton, it's an older truck. And I try not to let mine go down too low. I know there was times that I had a quarter of a tank left, and it took me $186 to fill it from a quarter of a tank, the bottom quarter up. And on the whole HF thing, I find 20 meters is busier for me through the day than the other bands. So I usually monitor 20 meters mostly through the day. What's going on? Back over to you.
Yeah, my handy dandy sheet here. And you know what? I'm going to try to start working on 20. I don't know why I've stayed on 40 meters. I don't know. That's I guess the first place I started. And I just kind of get there. And then when I bought my vertical, I have to, like right now it has the coil on it. It has the coil. And with the coil there, I put the 40 coil on. And I've been using 40 meter. To change to 20, I have to take the coil off and readjust the antenna. So I think that's why I haven't used 20. But on my in-fed half wave, for sure, I use it all the time on the in-fed half wave there. So I'm going to start trying to go on 20 there. And maybe in the month of September, I'll do 20 more and I'll do 40 there. Over.
Yeah, Rod said I find the bands a lot better through the winter anyway. And this time of year, maybe it's just propagation or people's gone away through the summertime, but I know I made a lot of contacts through the winter.
Yeah, I can't wait for this cycle for winter. I'm going to be ready for it. And then by the time fill day comes around next year, I should be full speed ahead. That's for doggone sure. Well, thank you, Devin, for being there, all the way from Nova Scotia, to VE1DXW. And we'll say 7-3 to you. We'll do one more call out there for the local repeater, and if nobody's out there, we'll call it a night, and then I'll go do some FT8 there. Okay, so we'll break with you, Devin, there. Have a good night there, 7-3 to you. We'll make one last call for VE3PGC. If anyone's out there, please come now. Okay, nothing heard, and with that, we'll end this net for the night, and we'll see you guys around the bands. This is Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor, with On the Air with VA3 EWB, EchoLink AllStar Night, and we'll see you all next Friday. Have a good day, 7-3. All right, folks, that's it for this evening, and now it's going to be FT8 time. We're going to get that all sorted out there, get that going. It's all prepped and ready. We got the old HF rig over here ready to go. I have me 3 antennas hooked up tonight. An in-fed, inverted V, and a vertical. So we're going to get with it and see what's going on there. Hey there, Alan. Alan, there you go. NX3F. Thanks for saying hi there and coming in there this evening. I'm going to get on there and start having some fun on some FT8 there. So we'll be seeing you guys later, and I'll put you in the logbook there. Thanks for popping in there, NX3F. Okay, with that, we're going to say bye to everybody and have a good weekend. VA3EWV, 7-3, we're clear.